tell me. It would mean so much if anyone could tell me, good, are we on? I guess so. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. Things are happening. Things are going on. I'm cold is leaving. It's at the tip of my nose. And once that little portion is gone, it'll be gone and my voice will sound better. So I'm dealing with that. I'm finally home for the first time in weeks. It feels like forever. It feels like I was brand new again. I'm reborn. I've never felt like this forever. Everything's fine. Everything's good. I have a couple gifts here that I will open up. I will just show them off. I already opened up Christmas. I have that going on. I also have a balance board for my foot I'm currently on, which I'm very excited about. In the meantime, first of all, the underwear here, they're Calvin's. They're baby blue. Isn't that exciting? They're a little thin. I gotta be honest with you. They fit well, but to show them off on camera, I don't want to fully turn around. So there's that. I will also say, stop whatever the fuck you're doing and go watch the latest Hey W with Bandido. I can't believe I got him on. His English is fantastic. He blew me away. He sung. He danced. He threatened to hit me with a mug. He stole things from the show and also my heart. So go like it, go watch it, go comment, go share, learn about Bandido. You will learn shit, which is the important thing. Let me show off some gifts here. I think these are all from Christine. So I sort of scrambled with the gifts I had and already opened. And I said, did I open this already or not? So these are not all the gifts at all. They're selected, and I apologize. Christine got these lovely ornaments here. That's fun. That's really nice. It's a hoot. I'm having a blast with everybody. That's great. This wonderful TV guide with all the talk show hosts. There's who the fuck is that here? Who the fuck is this guy? Is Johnny Carson, Dick Cavett, Mike Douglas there, and I don't know who this is. This is Tom Snyder for sure. And on the back, and I love them, Vantage Ultralights. Introducing Ultra Taste at ultra low tar. Never before, silky, smooth, truly satisfying taste in a cigarette lower in tar than 90% of all the cigarettes that people buy. And this is how long ago it was. The Surgeon General just informed people that this was dangerous for your health. They just figured that out. So this is wonderful. I'm happy to have another TV guide that I can go. Are there two here? No, just a thick. Oh, this is a thick one. Uh-oh. Nice Alexanian racism going on there. But they did good business. Here's another. Is this gin? Seagram's gin. Batteries that last for years. And a competing cigarette ad. We were on the big low tar kick for a while. There was too much tar. And somebody said, you know what? I'll tell you what the problem is. The tar isn't good. New wave of smoker research just in. Merit smokers acclaim low tar option as taste alternative to high tar brands. We just do the same dance as a society. I'm just going to read the Winston. When your taste grows up, Winston 100s outtastes them all. Cigarettes for adults. Talk show host, who are TV's best? I still don't know who those people are. These weird people. Did we let? If a guest tells a talk show host, I have a new book out, the host has 6 basic choices for responding. Fascinating. Ocean Blend Cacao. It's a Purina. They're still around. Next week in TV Guide. Oh, they have Christmas ideas. Oh, the people at Presto, they have a hot plate and a slow cooker and a popcorn maker. More cigarettes. Look, no wonder we all died. Feel intimately fresh every day with Norforms. You can't buy a more effective feminine deodorant. Well, you would smoke so much tar, and then your vagina would smell. Look at it, Polaroid. Look at that. I'm very tired. I had an incredibly long week. I'm gonna go back to bed. Oh, let me put this away while I read some comments. Awesome said, I thought Bandido only robbed banks. I didn't know he would also steal hearts. I already fucking said that. Mike said good morning. Bill said good morning. Cam said good morning. Dara said good morning. Massanity said buenos dias. Well, keeping with the theme. Chronic Snake said, would this hay be a rare episode as RJ is in jeans? No, I've worn jeans before. I think you notice it more because I'm standing. Good morning, beautiful people. I paused hay because I didn't want to miss the underwear. I'll just play both. James said good morning, everyone. James, Christine said good morning. Sophia, Mia, Simon, Ash, Nails, it shows your gifts. Yeah, let me show you. And this is really the greatest gift of all. A beautifully designed Russell Ann's pillow. I don't know how you did it, Christine, but it's fantastic and beautiful. And the fact that we don't sell them on shopaew.com says everything, doesn't it? Says fucking everything. Oh, we have a request from Harley Cameron, who for some reason has refused to go away. I have a cold. Can you pretend to be a doctor and heal me? Yes, this is Miss Cameron. Yes, it's good to see you. And what was the problem here? Yes. Oh, yes, I see. Well, your chest is swollen. Um, it's just a common cold. It's very small. These things going around, people cold, people busy, people tired, people breathing in faces, people breathing in people's faces. Good to see you. Mwah, good to see you. Mwah, and then you get cold. See. So, advice for you: speak more quietly. Number one, speak less. In general, stop being so excited. You're too excited about nothing to be excited. So less, calm down, relax, and paint face like a cat, and also wet farts on stove. Do this about 4 days. Come back, see if you get better. Great. If not, we go to the next level. And scene. Is that what you wanted? Because it's not what I wanted. Mikey G said, what is your favorite Paul Simon album? Oh. I mean, I like. He's Still Crazy an album. Let me. Now I'm gonna look at. Here's an exciting conversation. Let's see what's on the old discography. So let's take out Simon and Garfunkel, just to make things easy. The Paul Simon songbook. Let's see what's on this. No. This is not 1972's Paul Simon. It's when he has a hood. That has some good ones. But not my favorite. There goes Ryman Simon, which is a collection of little objects on the thing there. Ooh. This one's good. You got Kodachrome, you got Take Me to the Mardi Gras, you got Something So Right, probably one of his most underrated songs. American Tune, and you got Loves Me Like a Rock. That one is really good. This one might be my favorite. Still Crazy After All These Years. Yeah. Yep, that's it. I think that's the answer. Still Crazy After All These Years. You get Still Crazy, obviously. My Little Town, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover on the same side as Still Crazy. And then you get Gone at Last on side 2. And Your Kind, which is another one of his most underrated songs. One Trick Pony from the movie I also love, but there's a couple duds on it. Hearts and Bones is not so good. He got weird. Graceland is a good album. It's controversial, but it's a good album. What is the track listing here? They don't even list. They don't even list. Oh, they can go fuck themselves. Rhythm of the Saints. No. You're the One is not as good. You know what? I will say it'll either be Still Crazy or it'll be his last album, Seven Psalms, which is an album that needs to be played like an album to be appreciated. It's incredibly sad and moving and spiritual, which is a word I don't often use. So it's between those two. Does that answer your question, Mikey? SM has been a member for 56 months and used the B. Arthur emoji. Well done. Nail said, I may be in love with Bandido. Prisma said, what's wrong with your foot? It got cut off from the stream. There's nothing wrong with my foot. I have socks on. I'm cold. Mia said, drink some tea with lemon, Harley. I'm Awesome said, I had no idea he was so amazingly fluid. Manuel said, underrated Western in a movie or TV. Well, TV, I love The Rifleman. Because he reminds me of Batman. He's always like, he doesn't really want to kill somebody, but then he kind of always does. So that's great. And then for a movie, I really like the Ballad of Buster Scruggs. I don't know if it would be considered underrated, but I really, really liked it. And I feel like I should watch it again. Chronic Snake, Harley, your ring work has been excellent lately. Weird thing to say. Christine said, I wish I was a Dr. Harley. No one else would want that, though. Let Dr. Christine work on you. So many cigarettes. I think the white-haired guy is Phil Donahue, said Christine. Oh, he's holding a mic. That is Phil Donahue. I thought it was like Kreskin or a wizard or a magician. What a weird microphone. And the fact that it's shimmering there has made it even worse. Thank you, Christine. Cigarettes with tar and gas with lead. What a time. And asbestos for everybody. Asbestos appetizers. My mother used to throw parties with asbestos appetizers. Ash said, smoking ads are awesome and so time plays, but all the ads in there gotta be great. I'm so fucking far behind. Do they sell cat cigarettes too? What is it? You can smoke the nip. Mike said, my parents smoked about 2 packs of Cools a day. I wonder what the tar content on those were. Very depressing question, Mike. Are they still alive or are they sick with anything? Because David Lynch just died and he was 78. And the guy smoked since he was like a teenager. You're like, smoking 3 packs a day? 78, it's not that bad. Dara said, yesterday I learned Tony Shalhoub was the voice of Splinter in the Michael Bay Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. That's weird. I didn't know that either. Once again, Tony Shalhoub's legend grows. James said, I love Ricky Leg Shoes. My favorite since Hairspray. Since I'm bringing up Hairspray, let's not forget Divine. Okay. Nell said, what did you say at the end of Hey? Seasoned with fire? No, I spoke Spanish, Nails. I said to him, go with God. Basically, Godspeed. Mia got a weave ad in the middle of the request. Nell said, I got an ad as you said her chest was swollen. How rude. Harley said, thank you for your kind words. Okay, your doctor work was excellent. Thank you. SM got a TurboTax ad. Mr. Scott said, don't share puppets with strangers. Nail said, my ad is for jewelry. Harley said, wet fart on stove, but it burns you. Then you slip and fart again. You groan in pain, or is it pleasure? This is a choose your own adventure. So, okay. So I'm going to go to the stove, wet fart on the stove, and I guess because of the gas, it burns me, and I would slip and fart again, independent from the stove. But that fart mixed with the burn naturally. I would do an open-ended groan. So here we go. Thanks for this. Oh. I hope that I follow your instructions to the letter. Didn't want to leave any room for error there. Thanks for participating. She's a fart fetishist. Rob said Sigmund Freud would have a riot analyzing Harley. Sorry, Rob. What is there to analyze? The woman is fucking nuts. Classically nuts. That's it. Christine said, Harley, you must be feeling better already if the flatulence requests are back. And my father just messaged me and said, okay, that's it. No more fart stuff. So thanks. Cam said, knee deep in Paul Simon's discography. He has no idea what's coming. Hub said, Eminem sampled 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. To what end? Christine said, I'm still way too proud of sewing the zipper onto that pillow. Ah, there it is. Let's open this bad boy up, huh? Oh, it's just a pillow. It's just a pillow. You didn't stuff it, but you didn't really. All right, whatever. I'm less impressed with it now that I opened it. We should have said nothing about the zipper. Nell said they're asking about your foot because you think you have a balance board. I'm just trying it out. It's a fun. I stand a lot, and I thought it'd be something to do while I stand. My foot's fine. Mikey said I mostly have Paul Simon's early stuff, so I have to take a listen to the second album you mentioned, 7 Psalms, and he put it out, I think, last year. It's like, whoa, look out. Nick said the best Western is Rango. I guess Rango changed. I think Django changed to Rango. Brisbane said you got a balance. Oh, I fucking read this. You ever see Bandido's Western, the one he directed? Oh, Brando's Western. No. Which one? Which one was that? I would be interested in seeing it. I've lost my place. Leo said, I'm out and about, but show the people the new Nigel impression, which is not bad, according to the man himself. So Leo was kind enough to do another impression of Nigel McGuinness for me. And I played it. I played it for the man, and he said it was not bad. So this is Leo doing Nigel McGuinness.
Hello, RJ City. I'm Nigel McGuinness, back again. And I've got a few predictions for 2025. So my first prediction is that the beautiful, elegant Mariah May, the glamour Mariah May, will not lose the AEW Women's World Championship this year or next year or the year after that. In fact, she's going to be the longest reigning Women's World Champion in the history of pro wrestling. Now, my other prediction is that Christian Cage cashes in his AEW match for the World Championship, and he becomes the World Championship and creates one of the greatest moments in wrestling history.
Hot takes here.
My other prediction, my last prediction, is that crying Bryan Danielson does not return in 2025 because...
And then there's part 2 here. I guess he reached the limit.
Because he does not have it anymore. He didn't really have it to begin with. He's been very lucky. And he won't return this year. Crying Bryan, he's finished.
I thought he would have said clam digger. So points off for that. Certainly. But well done all the way around. Seek the Visceral said, greetings, Archie. Did you already imbibe the all-important coffee? Well, I have it here. But I have a French press I need to press. So let me do that now. Sophia said, RJ, now that we have Danhausen back in Ring of Honor, do you think we'll do another episode with him? Haven't we done enough fucking episodes with that guy? He's been on like 3? That's enough. That's the record. And God willing, one day it will be broken. Sierra said, sorry, I'm late. Dealing with a sick dog all week, and I slept all night through my alarm. I'm sorry. Sylvia threw up so much the other day that it was a solid. Like he could just pick it all up. It was awful. She's fine. She just throws up. Cam said favorite David Lynch movie. Oh, look at how that did my hair create a thumbs down. Favorite David Lynch movie for me. I would have to say Wild at Heart. That's my personal favorite, and I say that as someone who does not really care for Nicolas Cage. It's great. Laura Dern's great. Her mother, Diane Ladd, is amazing in it. Willem Dafoe's creepiest performance, which is really saying something. What else is it? Harry Dean Stanton. And it's just a good, nuts movie, which is really all I want from him. Elephant Man is also great. I mean, we can go through Blue Velvet and Mulholland Drive and that general weirdness. But Wild at Heart, to me, just felt good and right. I also watched David Lynch's pilot for, I think it was called On the Air. It was a sitcom we tried, and I could not get through it. It was awful. Kevin said, good Sunday, RJ. Have you picked up any new jackets for the pre-show? Well, I have a few that I have not worn yet. I have sort of a yellowy suit, and I have a turquoise suit. But since we don't have a pay-per-view until Revolution in March, I think we'll be okay. I think I'm gonna back off a little on the suit buying. So, and that's in LA. Oh boy, I gotta start thinking about that. Thank you for reminding me. Brian said, RJ, good morning for Queens, New York. So all the people of Queens, he runs the Block Association, and I thank you. Mikey said the ads are crazy this morning. First 15 minutes and interrupted the stream 3 times. I gotta see if there's a way to shut that off. That's awful. Brian said we need more AEW shows. Christine, how many has this been? Are we at 130 yet? We must be at 130 episodes or 129. Nell said we tried to work out the translation from Spanish. We didn't think you spoke English. What? Via con Dios is what I said to him. Jeez, no one cares about nuance anymore. The chat stuff. Here we go. Am I back? That was very weird. It just kicked me off the thing. I'm back. We're okay. I will say I love that YouTube added this new thing now where you can reconnect to the same stream. That helps a lot. They must have had a bunch of people who get booted and that drives them insane. Fucking shit. You have an electric stove. As he said to Future, London is not worth it. Nick said, no, Rango is in the animated Yarn. What? Manuel said, favorite Monsterpiece theater from Sesame Street you've watched, if you know what it is. Do I know what it is? I could talk about this all day. Twin Peaks is great. Cyrano's de Bergerac is also fantastic. The prettiest flower I know is the rose that I see with my eyes and smell with my belly button. It's really good. The Postman Always Rings Twice is a good one. The King and I had Grover dancing with the letter I, which was great. Let me look up Monsterpiece theater episodes. Here we go. Upstairs, downstairs, me, Claudius. The Sound of Music was good. Jerry's at 39 Stairs. There was one in my head. It was 39 Stairs. Gone with the Wind, I remember. Taming of the Shoe. I have to go through all of these. Guys and Dolls, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, I remember. The King and I, Postman Always Rings Twice. Twin Peaks is probably the best one. Much Ado About Nothing. The Sun also. These are all coming back to me now. I didn't realize they did. 12 Angry Men is good. The They did a Hamlet. They did Lethal Weapon 3. Monsters with Dirty Faces. Conversations with My Father. Dr. No. I didn't even know they did that. Dances with Wolves, I remember. Howard's End. Anyone's Nose. Fiddler on the Roof. Streetcar Named Monster. And The Horse Whisperer. I say you gotta go with Twin Peaks. Josh Lemley said, would you do some sort of rendition of In Dreams by Roy Orbison? Thanks for the great 30 months. Yeah, let's do a dramatic reading. Oh my God, these lyrics are so creepy when you're not singing them. A candy-colored clown they call the Sandman tiptoes to my room every night. Let me read it like David Lynch. Just to sprinkle stardust and to whisper, go to sleep, everything is all right. I close my eyes and then I drift away into the magic night. I softly say a silent prayer like dreamers do. Then I fall asleep to dream my dreams of you. In dreams, I walk with you. In dreams, I talk to you. In dreams, you're mine all of the time. We're together in dreams. In dreams, but just before the dawn, I wake up and find you gone. I can't help it. I can't help it if I cry. I remember that you said goodbye. It's too bad that all these things can only happen in my dreams, only in dreams, in beautiful dreams. Is my debuted my David Lynch. Brian said, great Bandido, Hey W show. Watched it. Pogro said, I had a Harley versus Mariah YouTube video recommended recently. Awesome. Ash said, just want you to sing something that will bring you joy and smile. Oh boy. That's a tough one. Let me see. No. Let me think, Ash. Look, I have a list of songs. I'm going to look at my Spotify and see if there's anything that comes to mind. Stand By. There's so many options here. Fuck. All right, pulling up the lyrics. Okay. Oh, my mother was frightened by a shotgun, they say. That's why I'm such a wonderful shot. I'd stay out in the cactus and I'd practice all day. But now tell me, what have I got? I'm quick on the trigger with targets not much bigger than a pinpoint. I'm number one. But my score with the feller is lower than a cellar. Oh, you can't get a man with a gun. When I'm with the pistol, I sparkle like a crystal. Yes, I shine like the morning sun. But I lose all my luster when we're the Bronco Buster. Oh, you can't get a man with a gun. With a gun. With a gun. No, you can't get a man with a gun. If I went to battle with someone's herd of cattle, you'd have steak When the job was done, she was shooting cows. But if I shot the herder, they'd lock me up for murder, cause you can't. But if I shot the herder, they'd lock me up for murder, cause you can't shoot a male in the tail like a quail. Oh, you can't get a man with a gun. The gals with umbrellas are always out with fellas in the rain or the blazing sun. But a man never trifles with gals who carry rifles. Oh, you can't get a man with a gun. With a gun. With a gun. No, you can't get a man with a gun. A Tom, Dick, or Harry will build a house for Carrie when the preacher has made them one. But he can't build your houses with buckshot in his trousers, 'cause a man may be hot, but he's not when he's shot. Oh, you can't get a man with a gun. Did that work for everybody? I think so. I think that works for everybody. Is it really an impression if Leo has the same accent anyway? It's a little fucking shitty. It's a little bit of a cheat code, but whatever. What are you gonna do? Pogirl said, I just got a 23andMe commercial. Congratulations for you. Pogirl said Leo needs to go with a broadcaster to a broadcaster school and become an announcer. Do they have those in the UK? Yeah, I think so. Broadcasting's different there. Every sitcom has like 4 episodes. Neil said the ads are new in the past couple of weeks. If I could pay for just no ads, I would, but I don't want all the other stuff. I have been mocked relentlessly by multiple people at AEW by not having YouTube Premium, despite being on this. Mia said, I just can't justify paying for YouTube Premium when I have the YouTube TV service. That's fair. I just like the commercial. Red Dog said, I'd like to hear Leo try to do a Robin Leach commercial. Champagne wishes and caviar dreams. That was awful. Guy said, I couldn't watch Lynch after Twin Peaks and Eraserhead. It's like watching someone's nightmares. That's a compliment. Yeah, and I think that was the point, I think. So sometimes people try to apply too much logic to his stuff rather than just experiencing it. Rob said, if we could get YouTube Premium like for $5 a month here, like they have in Scandinavia, who the fuck are you hanging out with, Rob? You getting this information? So Sierra said, my doggo Moxie blew out a ligament in both her back legs, and they found arthritis and hip dysplasia. Oh, so she's not sick. She's fucking injured, which sucks. Because the dog, you can't explain that one to a dog. They're like, the fuck is this? That's horrible. I'm sorry. Pogo said, what's going on with Dalton Castle? We haven't seen him in a while. What do you think I am, his wife? Go fucking tweet him. What do you want from me? I have tabs on everybody. Let's see. Goddamn, that in dreams was legit. Thank you. Thank you, Josh. Very sweet of you. I'm so fucking far behind. Okay, I'm catching up here. Val Pancakes is here, which is wonderful. I'm lucky if the postman gets it to my address. What the fuck are we talking about? Miss Andy said, I was talking about Sesame Street yesterday. Someone said it got too PC. It's always been inclusive. That's the point of the show. People of all kinds and monsters living together. It's a kid's show. It's a show for like toddlers. Amanda said they did Lethal Weapon 3, but not 1 or 2. How are the kids going to know? Neil said, all my favorite people are here today. Harley said, RJ, be a goat and do poop. I'm just not even going to acknowledge it. Ash said, the raspberry for making yourself happy is lovely. Amanda said, what do you get a nudist for their birthday? A razor. Sean said, "Rest in peace, David Lynch. I put on a Rebecca Del Rio song. You just cried for 10 minutes. Jesus, take it easy. Did you know him?" James said, "RJ, can you do an a cappella version of the Muppet Babies theme song?" Baby, when your room looks kind of weird. Yeah. KB said, "Headed to the Hammerstein again for a wrestling show. Can't wait for AW to come back. Those Christmas shows were a ton of fun. I hope they become an annual thing. I did really like them too." Mia said, "Please sing Stand By Me." Oof. When the night is come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light you'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I refuse to cry. Just as long as you stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Continue to stand next to me. When the sky that we look upon shall crumble and fall, and the mountains will tumble to the sea. Things are bad. The earth is dying, but that doesn't mean you stop trying. Just as long as you stand by me. Everyone, well, maybe just some of you. Stand by me, oh, stand by me. Stand by me, stand by me. Won't you continue to stand? Not really the best song for this environment, I've learned. Walter said, "Hey, RJ, I will watch the new Hey W later today." I believe you. Appalachian Pixie said, "Chat, the list of movies that RJ posted the other day about classic wrestling films, are those findable anywhere? Streaming service will buy DVDs if I must." Yes. Let's look. All the marbles you can watch on Apple TV. The one and only you can watch on Apple and Amazon Prime. Paradise Alley you can watch on Google, Apple, and Amazon. I Like to Hurt People is a little harder to find. No, never mind. The whole thing is on Daily Motion. I think, yeah, which is great. What other ones did I mention? The Night in the City is fucking just available on YouTube. That's amazing. What's the other one I mentioned? Oh, Swing Your Lady. Swing Your Lady is probably going to be harder to find. No, there's like some a Google you can get it. Oh my God, Wrestle Crap, my dear friend RD put a Wrestle Crap entry for this. I never even know he already covered it. And he called it the worst wrestling movie of all the time. Of all the time. Oh, I got to go through this. That's wonderful. Good for him. That's outstanding. Mia said, "By the way, what's the cheat meal for today?" Well, I have protein pancakes I'm going to make after this. And then, I don't know what else. I'm going to see. I don't know. Dark chocolate is something. Dara said, forgive me if you've got the question before, but RJ, do you like any current modern musicals? My friend is really into Six. I can't think of the last one I've seen. So no. I mean, I'm not a fan of the jukeboxy musicals. I don't really care for Wicked. No, not really. Nail said, Pixie, there's an app or site called Just Watch. The logo is a yellow arrow. You can put any title in, and it tells you every place you can watch it. I think it's wonderful. Wonderful. Christine, did you say what episode the Bandido one was? I must have completely missed it. I'm so sorry. Cam said, getting a full 15-second ad in the middle of your performance was modern day censorship. Miss Annie said, I started paying for YouTube Premium when I would get commercials in the middle of longer music videos. It'd be great if RJ shouted yeehaw during the song. Amanda said, David Lynch is a vibes man through and through. Guy said, just had a Wolfman bumper. Ash said, I saw an absolutely amazing match Friday between Effie and Marion Fontaine. It was so glorious and reminiscent of an old wrestling match. You need to be back in old. I'll do my best. Red Dog said, YouTube has a skip the ad option. If you sit through 8 or 9 on Twitch, if you're not subscribed to the channel. Oh, you're saying Twitch is worse. Joe said, morning, everyone. Been half listening at work today. Been a horrible week. My dog passed unexpectedly. Just want to say thank you, RJ and Colt, for giving me a mental break. Well, we're not doing it on purpose. It's you using us. So thank yourself. Nell said, I found a channel called Hollywood Mysteries about the lives of old film and TV stars and learning about all the people RJ talks about so I can finally get his references after 5 or 6 years. Well done. Josh said, my gym teacher in elementary school made us warm up to Stand By Me and Ice Ice Baby every day in gym class. I felt like I was going insane in this job. That's awful. Chronic said, read any good books lately? You know, I'm reading the TCM Underground book that the TCM people gave me, and that's why I did that tweet in the first place. Amanda said, this new verse is a little concerning. Nell said, whoa, I think it's actually been 7 years. What am I doing with my life? I ask every Sunday. Bill said, maybe a watch along with RJ and wrestling movies could be fun. I think you get sued. I think they flag it. It's a whole thing. Christine has been a member for 41 months. Glad you like your gifts, even though you dissed my store-bought pillow form. Well, she's just lying about the stuff you did. I definitely won't feel bad about that later. And be nice to Harley. No one fucking likes her in the chat. KB Bop said, where was this list of movies? I want to force my partner to watch them all like I did All About Eve during the Timeless Tony era. I'm going to list them right now for you. All the Marbles, The One and Only, Swing Your Lady. I hope you have a pen. Paradise Alley, I Like to Hurt People, The Night and the City. I think that's it. Neil said, what are you going to do with all the wrestling cards once they're all open? I don't know, but I still have all those fucking laugh cards just in a bag. I'm going to start a house fire is what I'm really going to do. Christine said, Christine gifted 5 memberships. KP, Amy, Lonely Death, Brent Ross, and Kenneth Riley. All got memberships thanks to Christine. Red Dog said, what about Ready to Rumble? What about it? Aaron said, morning, brother. Christine said, Dark Chocolate Something. I love that band. KB Bob said, the wrestling movies I'm most familiar with are the WWE cartoon crossovers. Hoping that the Warner partnership leads to a little something for AEW in the future. God willing. Aaron said, the Vandals are a great band. Prisma said, Evil Uno's Mystery Wrestling is on again tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern, and they're crowning their first ever champion. Will you ever reprise your role as future London Lightning? Nope, he's dead. KB Bob said, haven't had Twitter in a while. I'm on the Butterfly app. What do you want from me? I couldn't tweet that much. I couldn't blue sky that much. Christine said, this week's episode, the Bandido episode, was episode 128. Thank you, Christine. Isn't that remarkable? That's really quite insane. So Sierra said, thanks for all the well wishes for my girl. She definitely doesn't understand why she can't run. It's horrible. Messani said, I've recently watched the Peter Ustinov Hercule Poirot movies. They had such great cast. They did. So do all the Irwin Allen movies, for that matter. There's one called with Ernest Borgnine called Flood. that the cover is just The Night in the City has the sweatiest man in cinema, Richard Widmark. We should do the sweatiest man in wrestling. That would be, I think, a good gimmick. Poe Girl said, I loved the Russian theater performance of Dance of the Vampires, I think. Ivan Osolgin was wonderful in the lead. I found YouTube outtakes. Great sets, too. Nell said, he's catching up. Is he on top of the comments? So fast. Aaron said, I still have all my original WWF cards from the 80s. Lou Albano was a legend. You know, that reminds me, I do have a binder that I used to have trading cards in, and there may be some empty sheets. What do you do? Why are we still trading? Why are we still trading cards? Nell said, Shane McMahon, done. I don't know what that has to do with anything. KB Bob said, hey, man, I'm a Ready to Rumble defender. I got WWKD on my engagement ring to commit to the bit. That's who I want as my fiance. Someone who commits to the bet. Mike said, body slam with Dirk Benedict, Roddy Piper, and Tonga Kid gets no love. It also has Lou Albano and Charles Nelson Riley. And I believe famed little person Billy Barty. But it's also a shit movie. Oh, Shane McMahon is the sweatiest man in wrestling. That's fucking true. Jeez. Turn the AC on. Now that your back is better, are you going to resume your Sega games? Yeah, we have a few more cards to get through, and then I'm gonna go back to the Sega games. So let's. Nell said he's for sure missing comments. I don't know why. I have all comments turned on. Miss Annie said, I was trying to explain the Rings of Saturn story to someone yesterday. I didn't do it justice. It's the bane of my life, Miss Annie. Poe Girl just sent a lovely tribute and wrote, wrecked. And there's a hippo falling off a chair, and the chair breaks, and presumably the hippo's dead. Aaron said, it's Wizards of the Coast fault. Magic the Gathering is still awesome. We need an AW crossover. What the fuck are we talking about here? Amanda said, have you seen the pilot episode of Tag Team starring Roddy Piper and Jesse Ventura? It's pretty delightful. Yes. I also talked to Ricky Morton about a show he filmed in Toronto called Learning the Ropes. And it was about a teacher who secretly was moonlighting as a wrestler, and all his wrestler friends would come hang out and like play cards in the kitchen. He said, did Billy Barty beat out Gilbert Godfrey for the Rolling Body Slam? It's absolutely likely too. Christine said, what's crazy is I have a list of 40 plus future guests for Hey. 200 is a completely reasonable goal. Yeah, which is fucked. Poe Girl said, I can't wake up. I'm the wrecked one, not you, RJ. You're great. Well, the hippo is dead. Red Dog said, I bet Georgie A.M.L. Steele was a sweaty one. Well, it's almost the fur is, I would think, absorbent in a sense. Prisma said, the cruise is fast approaching. Are you excited, anxious? Are you going to step off the boat this time? I don't want to. I had a great time when the boat docked because everyone got off, and then I was alone on the boat, and I loved it. What am I looking forward to? I'm doing my show again. New cast. So some old, some new, some not confirmed yet, but a new cast. I'm sure I will be doing stand-up at every comedy show. It seems every night there's just like a comedy show, which is great. And then I'm sure I'll be hosting a bunch of weird shit, maybe some weird Q&A business, and I'll be around. I'll be fucking loitering. Nell said, Ricky Morton is utterly brilliant. Who knew? He really is one of the best shows. You know, he's going to be here Wednesday. here. He's going to be in Knoxville. Knoxville, Dynamite. They've been advertised. They're coming. KB Bob said they made a movie about a teacher moonlighting as a wrestler. Do you know how many wrestlers I know that work in our school system and they scam it? Miss Andy said, how about getting rookie sensation Tony Storm on Hay? You know, I feel like she hasn't really been around long enough. The interview I did with her, there really wasn't any substance there. Sort of a very surface level kind of person. Could you imagine Ben Stiller doing that one Shirts and Skins basketball game against George the Animal Steel? Gilbert Godfrey and James Rolfe did a video together. It was hilarious. Nell said, I wanted you to thank Christine with the usual pictures, but the comments must be slipping by. No, we appreciate you. Oh, okay, let me look. Here's an adorable picture. I mean, what more needs to be said there? Really corrupted the shit out of this poor girl. She's fucked. She's gonna be fucked now. Joseph said, not sure, but have you ever had Brian Cage on Hay? I had the whole Mogul Embassy on. I had him with the Gates of Agony and the Prince Nana. Mike said, what was the Saturday morning wrestling show that was on back in the 80s? A lot of the NWA wrestlers. I think you're thinking of Learning the Ropes. Rock and Roll Express is your cutest interview so far, in my opinion. Mia said, how do you feel about the new Hollywood Squares? I haven't seen it. 30 new shows come out every fucking day now. And they're always on some shit I don't even fucking get. Aaron said, I think Rick Luxury, the pro wrestler, is also a school teacher. Heck yeah. Christine's one of the literal nicest humans I've ever met. Nail said, imagine Hangman being your teacher and now you watch him on TV. It's fucking weird. Christine said, okay, that picture made me cry. Matt Sandy said, people complain about WWE being so cartoony in the 80s. Then I watched Learning the Ropes and saw Ivan Koloff and the Road Warriors hanging out with Lyle Adalzo on Learning the Ropes. I know. This is the history of wrestling, Matt Sandy. Hasn't it always been bullshit? Any fucking claim of legitimacy is always immediately contradicted. Ash said, that picture is so damn cute. Oh my God. Joseph said, shit, I don't know how I missed that. Nail said, you're so just these days. It's great. You mean in terms of fairness? You know what I was talking about? Oh, you're so busy these days. It's great. Yeah, it's fucking great. I would say maybe I'll just sing the part of the song for free. The Phantom of the Opera. There's this fucking thing in the middle. Is this awful song? The theater managers, the opera house managers, sing this awful fucking song. I'm looking up the lyrics now, but I don't know I don't know how the song goes. Mystery after gala night, it's this mystery of soprano's flight. Mystified, baffled, saucy say, we are mystified, we suspect foul play. They're all reading like notes and shit. Andre, please no shout, but we have no cast. So now they're reading the notes. Dear Andre, what a charming gala. Christine enjoyed great success. We were hardly bereft when Carlotta left. Otherwise, the chorus was entrancing, but the dancing was a lamentable mess. Dear Furman, just a brief reminder, my salary has not been paid. Sent it care of the ghost by return of post. So the Phantom is also sending them letters mixed in with all the other letters. Who would have the gall to send this? Someone with a puerile brain. This is the point. And then Carlotta comes and she says, what the fuck is all this shit? Here we go. Far too many notes for my taste, and most of them about Christine. All we've heard since we came is Miss Die's name. And then things. I don't know why it's so funny. In the movie, one of the theater managers is the evil guy in Ace Ventura 2. Let me see if I can find his name. Simon Callow, who's also been in. Let's fucking rip this shit up. Let's see what else Simon Callow did. Shakespeare in Love, A Room with a View, For Weddings and a Funeral, and he is Andre in The Phantom of the Opera. You look him up, you'll immediately know his face. Simon Callow. Yeah, Andre, what a splendid party. It's so bad. Nail said, and to think Johnny Kong used to watch RJ on YouTube 3 years later, here we are. Good job Harley wasn't requesting farts back then. Or who knows how different Hay could have been. What have you just shit on? Christine said, random. Hay's 3-year anniversary is March 13th. 3. I thought it was coming up. I knew it would be around Revolution. I couldn't quite believe that myself either. Isn't that insane? It's not right. Why would that be random? It's relevant to what we're talking about. Aaron said, I gotta go, friends. My guinea pigs are now awake and they want food. Awful pets. Joseph said, what's your favorite piece of wrestling memorabilia that you own, if any? Oh boy. I have a Hulk Hogan Hillbilly Jim LJN 2-pack that's still in a box that I got. It was an antique store and the guy knew nothing about wrestling. We got it for like $75. It was fucking great. I feel like that will be worth something. It's just sort of sitting there. In terms of other memorabilia, I think I just sold it all on High Spots. But that one sticks out as like, oh, look what I have. I'm trying to think what else. Otherwise, I really don't give a shit. Bachelor King said he saw it at the Pantages in Toronto. Beautiful. Mia said, I got to file my taxes now with TurboTax. Dara said, I recently watched the Joel Schumacher Phantom movie. Yeah, I mean, I have problems with it. It's not, there's likable parts. It's not all bad. But Gerard Butler is fucking awful. Awful. Baxter said over 100 trapdoors in the stage just for candles. I mean, it's something you need to see on stage or else it's fucking useless. Christine said, 4 weddings and a funeral. Simon Callow. Christine said, being on topic is random on this program. Cam said, is the baby blue underwear a shout out to Bob Dylan? Yep. And I said, talk to, and then I'm going to have one more cup of coffee for the road. Talk to Cardona about that figure set. I don't want to tell him he's going to fucking lowball me. The guy's a scam artist and his wife. Oh, Andre, what a splendid party. Also in Phantom, and I talked about this the other day. If you've seen it, and I've seen it 9 or 10 times, there's a character called Marksman. And they hatch a plot that Christine's going to go on stage. And when the Phantom shows up in his box 5, this guy will shoot him from the stage. He'll pop up in the audience and he'll shoot him. We'll kill this guy. And the guy's only line is this. I missed. And that's it. That's it. They didn't count on the possibility that it would have missed it. Nell said AW should really do Hey boxers or briefs. There's a whole thing with like how expensive they are. Believe me, I fucking asked. We need to make more WrestleLance merch, maybe. Just hang tight, everyone. Anyway, that is the show. Go watch Hey W with Bandido. Go fucking watch it right now. He's very active online. Go watch it. Go like it. Go comment. Go share it. Talk about his daughter. Go tell him he's a good person despite being a thief and a criminal. Here's a final look at these. We got the gist there. I hope you all do. In the meantime, Godspeed.